Have you ever stopped to consider the impact of your chicken dinner on the planet? Imagine this. It's dinner time and you're about to dig into a delicious chicken meal. But have you ever given a thought about where that chicken came from and the implications of its journey to your plate? Let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. The chicken industry, as it stands today, is a vast global network with an output of over 60 billion birds each year. Yes, you heard that right, 60 billion. That's nearly 8 times the human population. Now that's a lot of chicken. But as with all things, this massive scale comes with its own set of issues. On the environmental front, the sheer volume of resources needed to raise these birds is staggering. We're talking about billions of gallons of water, millions of acres of land, and an immense amount of feed, much of which is made from crops that could be feeding humans instead. Then there's the question of ethics. From overcrowded conditions to questionable practices, the welfare of these birds is often compromised in the name of efficiency and profit. This not only creates a moral dilemma, but can also lead to health risks, as stressed birds are more prone to disease. Finally, let's not forget the health implications for us, the consumers. Many chickens are pumped full of antibiotics and hormones to speed up their growth, and these can end up in our bodies when we eat them. Plus, the high levels of saturated fats and cholesterol found in chicken can contribute to heart disease and other health issues. So, where does this leave us? It's clear that we need to rethink our approach to protein. We need to explore sustainable alternatives that can provide us with the nutrients we need without the environmental, ethical, and health baggage that comes with conventional chicken farming. We are at the precipice of a dietary revolution. It's not merely about our health anymore, it's about the health of our planet. Let's venture beyond the coop and discover a world of protein possibilities that can nourish us and our planet, now and for generations to come. Moving beyond the coop, let's delve into the world of plant-based proteins. Picture this: a bowl full of vibrant lentils, a plate of fluffy quinoa, or a sizzling stir-fry with tofu. These aren't just delicious meals, they're plant-based powerhouses, packed with protein and brimming with benefits. First off, let's talk lentils. These tiny legumes are not only affordable and versatile, but also a fantastic source of protein. Just 1 cup of cooked lentils packs in about 18 grams of protein. But that's not all. Lentils are also rich in fiber, iron, and folate, making them a nutritional superstar. Plus, they have a significantly lower environmental footprint compared to animal-based proteins. Next up, quinoa. This ancient grain, revered by the Incas as the mother grain, is a complete protein, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids our bodies can't produce on their own. Quinoa is also gluten-free, making it an excellent choice for those with dietary restrictions. However, quinoa requires careful rinsing before cooking to remove its natural coating of saponins, which can impart a bitter taste. And finally, let's not forget tofu, a staple of Asian cuisine for thousands of years. Made from coagulated soy milk pressed into solid blocks, tofu is high in protein and low in calories. It's also incredibly versatile, able to take on the flavors of whatever it's cooked with. The downside, some people find tofu's texture a bit off-putting. But with the right preparation and cooking techniques, it can be a delicious addition to any meal. Of course, as with anything, variety is key. Including a mix of plant-based proteins in your diet can ensure a broad spectrum of nutrients. And while taste and texture may be different from traditional animal proteins, with a little creativity and an open mind, these plant-based alternatives can be just as satisfying. But remember, transitioning to plant-based proteins isn't just about personal health. It's also about the health of our planet. By choosing these sustainable options, we're helping to reduce water usage, greenhouse gas emissions, and land exploitation. Plant-based proteins aren't just for vegetarians. They're for anyone who cares about their health and the health of our planet. Insects may not be your first thought for dinner, but they are a sustainable protein source that's gaining traction. Yes, you heard it right. Insects. They have been a part of traditional diets in many cultures across the globe for centuries, and now the Western world is catching up. Let's crunch some numbers. Globally, there are over 2,000 edible insect species. These tiny creatures are packed with high-quality protein, vitamins, and amino acids. Furthermore, they emit fewer greenhouse gases and require less land and water than traditional livestock. From crickets to mealworms, insects are transforming the way we think about protein. Companies are finding innovative ways to incorporate insects into our diets, from protein bars and powders to pasta and even bread. But why insects? Well, insects breed quickly and in large numbers, making them a renewable resource. Rearing insects for consumption also has a lower environmental footprint, as they require substantially less feed, water, and land compared to traditional livestock. Nutritionally, insects are a powerhouse. They're rich in protein, healthy fats, fiber, and essential minerals. For example, crickets contain more than twice the protein of beef, and mealworms are rich in vitamin B12, an essential nutrient often lacking in plant-based diets. But let's address the elephant in the room: the yuck factor. While eating insects may seem strange to some, taste tests reveal that when prepared correctly, insects can be quite delicious, with flavors ranging from nutty to sweet. Cultural acceptance, of course, remains a significant hurdle, but remember, it wasn't too long ago that sushi, raw fish wrapped in seaweed, seemed bizarre to Western palates. Now it's a beloved food worldwide. Insects are a small but mighty solution to our protein problem. They offer a sustainable, nutritious alternative that could help feed our growing population while reducing the environmental impact of our food system. So, next time you're looking for a protein boost, why not give insects a try? What if you could have your steak and eat it too without any harm to animals or the environment? This question isn't just a fanciful notion. It's a reality that's swiftly taking shape in laboratories across the globe. Welcome to the world of lab-grown meat, also known as cultured or cell-based meat. This isn't a meat substitute, but real meat produced from animal cells without the need for rearing and slaughtering animals. It's a revolutionary concept that promises to redefine our relationship with food. To produce lab-grown meat, scientists start by taking a small sample of animal cells, which are then nurtured and multiplied in a nutrient-rich culture medium. The cells grow and differentiate into muscle tissue, creating genuine meat without the associated ethical and environmental concerns of traditional livestock farming. So why are we excited about this? For starters, cultured meat could substantially reduce the environmental impact of meat production. Traditional livestock farming is a major contributor to greenhouse gas emissions, deforestation, and water pollution. Lab-grown meat, on the other hand, could slash these impacts by up to 90%. In terms of animal welfare, the benefits are clear. With lab-grown meat, we can enjoy the taste and nutritional benefits of real meat without the need for factory farming or animal slaughter. But what about the challenges? Currently, the main hurdles are cost and consumer acceptance. Lab-grown meat is still expensive to produce, although costs are coming down rapidly. As for consumer acceptance, it's a mixed bag. Some folks are excited about the possibilities, while others are skeptical or even averse to the idea of lab-grown meat. Yet it's important to remember that all new technologies face challenges. Remember the initial skepticism towards electric cars? Now, they're seen as a key part of our sustainable future. The same could be true for lab-grown meat and other innovative protein sources. In conclusion, the future of protein is not just in our farms, but also in our labs. As we look ahead, it's clear that these emerging technologies have the potential to transform our food system, making it more sustainable, ethical, and efficient. The future of protein is not just in our farms, but also in our labs. The power to change the future of our planet lies on our plates. Imagine every bite you take, every meal you prepare, every grocery store decision you make. It's all part of a bigger picture. Yes, it's about nourishing our bodies, but it's also about nourishing our planet. The protein-packed foods we've explored today, from plant-based powerhouses to innovative insect options and even lab-grown proteins of the future, they are all part of this larger narrative. Every time you choose a sustainable protein source over a conventional one, you're voting with your fork. You're sending a message that you care about the environment, about animal welfare, and about your health. This isn't about completely abandoning chicken or other traditional proteins, but rather about broadening our horizons and embracing a more balanced, sustainable approach to our diets. Consider the environmental impact. The production of plant-based proteins generally requires less land, less water, and emits fewer greenhouse gases than animal-based proteins. Choosing more sustainable protein sources can significantly reduce your carbon footprint. It's almost like planting a tree with every meal. Think about health implications. Many sustainable protein sources are not just packed with protein, but also rich in fiber, antioxidants, and a host of other nutrients that can boost your health and well-being. Incorporating a variety of these into your diet can contribute to a balanced, nutrient-rich eating pattern. Reflect on animal welfare. By diversifying our protein sources, we can reduce the demand for mass-produced poultry and the associated ethical concerns. It's about creating a food system that respects all life. The power of choice is immense. Every meal is an opportunity, an act of conscious consumption. It's an opportunity to nourish your body, support our planet, and influence the future of our food system. It's time to step beyond the coop and explore the plethora of sustainable protein sources at our disposal. Your next meal could be a step towards a healthier planet.